Hi, it's Roger here with episode 2 of Entrepreneur TV 2019, and this week we are in San Diego. You can see here the view looking out to sea, and we have got the sun about to set. And this video is all about choices, and a choice that we all make as entrepreneurs. Do you choose happiness or do you choose fulfillment? It's amazing how many different articles there are out there, videos about how we all want to be happy, and ways for you to actually increase your happiness. And then we end up with, friends, especially as entrepreneurs, friends who will say, why are you working so hard, right? Why don't you just come out for a drink? And there's something that drives us in some way that goes beyond happiness itself. I'm about to go for this run. Why? Because I made a decision this year, which was after last year when I ran my first marathon and I did a number of triathlons, and I said, right, this year I'm going to do my first Ironman. I'm not doing an Ironman because it makes me happy. When I'm running and I'm swimming, and that's not making me happy, so why am I doing it in the first place? There was this article which came out recently, and the article is actually entitled, "A Nobel Prize winning psychologist says most people don't really want to be happy." So this is actually someone who won a Nobel Prize for looking at human behavior, and he went studying happiness. And what he found out, which is actually kind of interesting, is he found out, as it says here, that measuring everyday happiness, the experiences that leave people feeling good, like things like, spending time with friends, was highly effective, yet those focused on long-term goals that yield satisfaction, that don't necessarily prioritize socializing, as they're busy with the bigger picture. Such choices led Kahneman to conclude that we're not as interested in happiness as we claim. Altogether, I don't think that people maximize happiness in that sense. This doesn't seem to be what people want to do. They actually want to maximize their satisfaction with themselves and with their lives, and that leads in completely different directions than the maximization of happiness. Another way of saying that is that we have got a spirit inside ourselves, and if we are doing things that might give us short-term gain in terms of happiness, like sitting and watching the TV, like eating all the food that we want to eat, that can actually lead to less fulfillment, because it's not allowing us to be the person that we really truly believe that we're meant to be. So whether or not it's challenging yourself to go out and do an Ironman, whether it is working on your business to actually achieve the things that you want to achieve within that business, whether it is picking up a sport or a hobby or an art and craft, music, something that you're going to challenge yourself with and practice on and do at a level where others would say, wow, you're really sacrificing things to be able to come good at this. And you realize, well, I can't actually say it's because it's making me happy, because at times it doesn't. It's something that actually makes me suffer. It makes it difficult for me to be able to justify all of this based on happiness, but I can absolutely justify it based on fulfillment. I want to give you an example of this, right? So here is someone who has really understood this in terms of what it takes through absolute practice to do something that most people can't do. This here is Stig Severinsen. I met Stig just yesterday at our Los Angeles event. Stig has joined my Crystal Circle, and he's one of our investors now within Genius U, supporting all the things that we're doing, because he himself knows what it is to be driven and to be able to get a word and a message out to others. And so I'm looking forward to working with Stig, and he was sharing with me his whole life and how he has dedicated himself to holding his breath. He has the Guinness World Record for longest swim under ice. He got the Guinness World Record for holding his breath for 22 minutes. He's got an entire business that has been built around his passion and what he sees as his purpose, which is actually allowing people to really start taking full control over their body. Breathology is the name of his business, and what is most powerful about the way that Stig has practice since he was a young kid to be able to hold his breath for longer. He's now, free diving record holder as well. Everything that he has learned has now become part of how he actually makes his money as well. This whole concept of taking everything that you believe in and wholeheartedly focusing it at your fulfillment in life is something that the Japanese call ikigai. And ikigai is the intersection of what you love, which is your passions, what the world needs, which is your purpose, what you are good at, which is your talents, and what you can get paid for, which is your business model. And that's one of the things that we were talking about in terms of the business model that Stig has, the way that he's building his team, and the way that I'm going to support him and our team's going to support him to be able to evolve and grow that to the next level as well. Maybe you're in exactly the same place where you're looking to figure out how do you actually take your passions, your purpose, your talents, and find smart ways to be able to ensure that you're making money out of it. And you're struggling because there are other business models which aren't your passion so much or aren't your talent so much. Well, I want to tell you on this video, do not give up on those things because they're far, far more important than the model itself. The more that every day you're connecting yourself to your purpose, to your passions, the more you're living your fulfillment. In fact, the word breath in Latin is spiritus. The word spirit, which actually comes from that concept of us being able to really be in tune with ourselves and our greater self as well, is where fulfillment lies. So for everyone who's watching this right now, and you were to think for yourself, well, why is it that sometimes I put off my happiness? You get a choice every day as to whether you're going to choose happiness or whether you're going to choose fulfillment. I know what I choose. I do hope that as you now look forward to the coming week, you start to measure yourself. Yes, sometimes on the things that you do that make you happy, but even more so on the things that make you fulfilled. Until next week, I look forward to seeing whatever it is that you come up with and whatever it is that you create for yourself. And you can post down below your thoughts around this video and also post down what you see as being the things that you find are the things that actually make you most fulfilled. I look forward to catching up with you on our next video next week.